All right, so I'm working with a fragrance today that I feel like is probably in due time going to be getting a lot of hype. This one I do really enjoy a lot. And this is going to be from the house of Ahmed Al Maghribi, and this is Oud Lavender. All right. So this is a fragrance that I got a sample of with another one of my orders from Bandit Fragrances. So I'll have a link in the description to where you can purchase this fragrance from there. And I tried the sample on just to kind of see what it was about. And definitely the name of this fragrance, I would say it leads you to believe that it's probably going to be something different than what it actually is. And I mean, pretty much the best way for me to describe what this sort of smells like is it's like a really sort of fruity, musky floral that, in my opinion, it does sort of have like this really sort of woody sort of undertone, but definitely nothing that goes in kind of like the oud sort of territory. All right. So if you're worried about the name of this fragrance, I can definitely say for sure that this doesn't have like really any oud in it at all. I would say, if anything, the woods that I get from this is maybe kind of like a cedar or a sandalwood or something like that, but definitely not any sort of oud. All right. Now, in terms of what the presentation looks like on this one, pretty much this is a really simple box. You just have Oud Lavender down here, and you've kind of got this design that kind of goes over the front and the back of the box. So the front and the back, basically they look identical. And this is kind of like a textured design here. You've got the Ahmed Al Maghribi logo up top. And then down at the bottom, you've got like the ingredients, the barcode, stuff like that. And then on the side here, you've got the batch number and like the manufacture date. So this one is actually showing that it was manufactured on January 7th of 2023. So it's been, I guess, out there for quite a while. And you've got the sort of QR code and I guess authenticity sticker on here as well on the side. And then pretty much the fragrance opens up like this. And this is the fragrance. All right. So you've got Oud Lavender, Ahmed Al Maghribi logo down here. This is an eau de parfum, and this is a 75 ml bottle. All right. You've got eau de parfum down here at the bottom, and then kind of like this clear cap with the Ahmed Al Maghribi logo. All right. Now, definitely not the most, I would say, masculine looking, bottle. This definitely kind of looks like I would say a women's scent, in my opinion. And I would say when you first spray this on, it's not the most masculine smelling fragrance either. So basically, the note breakdown for this fragrance is, in the top notes, you have hyacinth, lavender, and fruits. And then in the heart, you have iris, jasmine, pink, and pink pepper. And then in the base, you have vetiver, amber, oud, and musk. All right. So technically, it's showing that there is oud in the note breakdown. But like I said, the way that the woodiness comes across in this fragrance, it just really doesn't smell like oud, in my opinion. All right. But yeah, man, going back to how this initially smells when you first spray it on, it definitely, I would say, has like a fruity floral sort of smell to it. All right. But at the same time, the way that all of the notes are blended in this fragrance, so, the lavender, the fruits, the iris, the pink pepper, the jasmine, it just comes off as being like a really sort of, I would say, super clean and fresh smelling fragrance with kind of like a fruity, woody sort of undertone, pretty much. The iris in this is, I would say, not like super powdery or anything like that. Like I said, this just comes off as like a really sort of clean, like really clean sort of, crisp sort of smell. And that's what I really like about this fragrance. This is, I would say, a easy sort of dumb reach fragrance for, someone who's maybe working in the office. I don't see how this would be offensive really to anybody. It does definitely have a decent amount of projection and strength. So I would say don't go too crazy with this fragrance if you're going to be wearing it to the office. But this is going to be a fragrance that is going to get you noticed, I would say, especially if you look the part, so if you have on, really nice, fresh, clean clothes and you spray this on, this is definitely going to be, I would say, the perfect complement, to your look pretty much. Now, this is also, I would say, a nice sort of casual scent to wear as well. It is definitely, in my opinion, a sort of upscale sort of fragrance. So like I said, I would more so kind of maybe reach for this to work, or maybe if I was going to, some sort of event where I just wanted to kind of smell fresh and clean and wanted the fragrance to sort of last the entire time, then this is definitely a fragrance that I would also reach for in those situations. But again, if you're just kind of, around the house, just chilling and you want something fresh and clean to wear, that's going to last a long time, is you're going to smell it the, entire day pretty much, then this is also still going to be a good choice for you as well. All right. Now, obviously, again, the projection and the longevity on this are going to be really, really good. So the projection on this, I would say, is going to be at least, I would say, I don't know, maybe about 3.5 feet or so for about the first hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes or so. And then it does start to, kind of reel in a little bit, but it never really, I would say, becomes like a super sort of skin scent. And then in terms of like the longevity, this is easily going to be, I would say 8 to 10 plus hours pretty much on skin. The one thing that I do like about the way that this transitions is it starts off as like this really sort of fruity floral, I would say, for like the entire time that you get that projection. So like that first hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes or so. And then pretty much once you get past that, then that's when this starts to become, sort of like this sort of woody, but yet at the same time kind of floral, super like clean sort of fragrance, in my opinion. So yeah, man, this is really, really good. I would absolutely recommend this to, anyone who just wants like a really sort of easy to wear, dumb reach sort of, fresh, clean sort of fragrance. This is definitely it for sure. And like I said, I won't be surprised if this one starts to, gain hype for sure. So if I'm going to give this one a rating on a scale from 1 to 10, I would definitely say that this is easily a 9 out of 10 pretty much. Now, to my knowledge, this isn't like a clone of anything. All right. To my knowledge, this is like a original fragrance. So if anyone knows if this is actually cloning something else, then definitely let me know. But to my knowledge, this is like a original fragrance pretty much. All right. So definitely, man, let me know in the comments what you all think about Oud Lavender from Ahmed Al Maghribi. Have you all smelled this one? And if so, what do you all think about this? Do you like this one? Do you hate it? Is it just okay? Is it not really worth any sort of hype or really mentioning? Let me know in the comments. And again, if you're brand new to the channel, do me a favor, go ahead and subscribe. And once again, that's Jamar from Vegas Scents. I'll see y'all in the next video.